Good morning, it is the 8th of December today and we are starting the day off well with watching the Celebrity Cyclone on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. So it's the best trial by far of the whole series and the best one to watch too. And then once we've watched this, we are going to be ticking off some stuff on our travel to-do list. So we've got quite a lot of things which need to be done before we go travelling. For breakfast, I've got a banana this morning, trying to eat a little bit less food because we had quite a lot of calories last night. I didn't realise how many calories were actually in the Baileys. So that was probably about 400 to 500 calories, which is a bit of a madness. So today I'm going to try and take it just that little bit easier. I am actually heading up to Derby later on too for work in the morning. And then I've only got one more week in Derby and then that is it.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh! How big was that? Oh, was that not?
That wasn't the main one.
Oh god.
So we are at that point of the episode where another one goes. There is only 4 left, which is Danny, OT, Richard and Colleen. So I am actually going to go for OT to leave. I think she got away with staying in through having that golden ticket, and I think it is now her time to go. What about you, Beth? Who do you think?
I think it could be Richard.
Richard, interesting.
Yeah. Or Colleen, actually, but...
Richard, so not OT?
I don't know, it could be OT as well.
Okay.
It's not going to be Danny, but I'm going to go Richard.
Going to go Richard, okay. So Beth's going to go Richard. I'm going to go OT. Let's find out who's next to leave the jungle.
So it's between all 4 of you, only Danny, Richard and Colleen. The next person to leave I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here 2024 is OT. So congratulations, Colleen, Danny and Richard. You've made it to the final.
Lunchtime already and we're just watching a little bit of TV, but we've gone for the usual bagels there with some cocktail sausages and then the Thai sweet chicken crisps, which are actually really good. And then we've also been sorting out the insurance, Christmas presents for the family. I've given them both the ring, just try and figure out a couple of things to get for them. So it's been pretty much just admin work so far today, nothing really that interesting. But hopefully a bit later on we'll start doing some bit more. Bagel has been devoured. Now we've got one of our monster cookies about the size of my hand, which is incredible, probably high in calories. But we're going to enjoy one of those whilst we watch a bit of TV. So I've just found out that all my trains have been cancelled from Bristol to Derby, so won't be going up to Derby this week, which is a bit of a shame because I'm not going to see everyone now until next week. And that'll be the last time that I see them now until I get back from travelling. So instead, I need to get a bit of ironing done whilst we can watch some Oppenheimer. So I've got quite a cool little setup going here. Got Oppenheimer on the big screen, watching the Arsenal game on my phone here, and then also got the ironing boards there to do the rest of my ironing. So I've already started, done a shirt and a top, and then we'll also have our Christmas calendar a little bit later on, which is just hidden in behind there. So we've just finished watching Oppenheimer, which I think is actually a really good film. I got this website called Letterboxd and I try and rate all the films at the end of it, and I've given it a 4.5 out of 5. The only bit which I probably would improve in the film is maybe the ending's a little bit too slow at getting the final resolution. Maybe could have sped that up a little bit. I don't want to give away too many spoilers for anyone. But it is already dark outside and somehow it is 7:30. I swear time just flies, especially on a weekend. You just have no weekend whatsoever. But I have got my advent calendar to open, so we're opening up number, is it the 8th today? I believe it's the 8th, yes. We're opening up door number 8, which is right down here at the bottom. Let's take a look and see what it is. And it is another Lindor ball. So it's just one of the mini truffles. Come upstairs, I had another one of our homemade baked cookies, which you may have seen in yesterday's vlog. Really nice and tasty again. Didn't actually have anything for tea today, which is why you've not seen anything. I just didn't feel that hungry. Beth had a curry and then she made a nice homemade curry, which I will be having some of tomorrow. So in tomorrow's vlog, you will get to see some homemade curry, which I will be eating. But after watching how they made the atomic bomb, I thought we'd go for something a little bit lighter. And instead, we're going to be watching Colleen Rooney, the real Wagatha story. So I think what happened basically was there was a big feud between Colleen Rooney and Rebecca Vardy, where Colleen was sharing stuff and then Rebecca was basically selling stories on Colleen Rooney because she was one of her close friends on Instagram or something. And then Colleen Rooney managed to basically set her up, so she kept restricting the number of people that were in her close friends until she finally found out who it was sharing all the stories, which in this case it was Rebecca Vardy. So we're going to watch her take on it through her documentary and see what that's like, because we've just been watching her recently on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
Now, someone who I trusted to follow me on my personal Instagram account has been consistently informing the Sun newspaper of my private posts and stories. Now I know for certain which account, individual, it came from. It's Rebecca Vardy's account.
Watch the first episode of Colleen Rooney, the Wagatha story, which is actually a madness, just what Rebecca Vardy was doing and how she was just literally selling stories of Colleen Rooney off her private Instagram account to the Sun newspaper. But we'll probably end up watching the rest of that series either tomorrow or Tuesday, and now we're going to move on to watching I'm a Celeb, the final, but we're not going to be able to watch all of it because Beth goes to bed too early. So we're going to watch about 10-15 minutes and then watch the rest of it tomorrow.
Taken everything Mother Nature could throw at them.
Now just 3 remain in the fight.
Colleen, Richard or Danny.
Tonight, you crown your king or queen.
Yes, it's the final of I'm a Celebrity. Get me out of here!
Because today we've been watching lots of TV shows and movies, which is what Christmas is all about. I thought I'd show you my Letterboxd account and go through just a couple of films which are in my top rated films altogether. So this is what Letterboxd looks like. You get to rate your films and you can review them too. So at the moment I've got Top Gun Maverick there with 5 stars, quite a few here, all on 5 stars in the first 2 rows, and Air there on the bottom. I do have to say though, I do love Air. Air is a documentary about how the Jordan shoes came about with Michael Jordan and things like that. So if you've not watched Air, definitely recommend going to watch Air, especially if you love basketball. You'll definitely love that film. Obviously, loads of the Avengers films are really good, along with the Captain Americas. Definitely my favourite character in the Avengers. You'll have to let me know down in the comments of your favourite films, favourite characters from these films, etc. Kingsman's, I love the Kingsman films too. The first one's probably my favourite out of the 3, but I do love all 3 of those. I think it might be 4 actually now, that maybe I've watched one more after that, but I didn't rate it quite as high. Molly's Game, again, is another good one where it's basically a lady called Molly that decided for her job she was going to host loads of poker games, and she made an unbelievable amount of money. I almost swore then from doing that, so that's a great film to watch too. Top Gun Maverick, everyone knows about the Top Guns. This was the remake of the original Top Gun. Really enjoyed watching that. And then a couple of Christmas films. So you've got Your Christmas or Mine, which were on Amazon Prime at the time. I'm not too sure whether that has changed or not, but those I definitely recommend watching. And Paddington in Peru. Never watched a Paddington film and thought I didn't enjoy that, so I definitely recommend those 2. There's the Oppenheimer, which we rated today. Gave that one a 4.5 stars out of 5. As we said earlier, yesterday's a good one too. So basically what happens in this film is the guy on the left here is the only person to remember any Beatles songs. So he makes a career out of rewriting all of those. It's quite a long story, so I won't ruin that one for you. But yeah, these are all of my top rated films. We'll go on to page 2. Here's just a few more. But I do hope you all enjoyed the vlog. And if you want me to go through the films more often and maybe we can watch more films, get some reacts going too. Do make sure to let me know down in the comment section below if you'd like to see that. And I'll see you all in tomorrow's vlog, which is Vlogmas Day 9.